हेलो माय डियर स्टूडेंट्स, सभी क्लासेस के वीडियो बने थे, केवल एक 10th क्लास का नहीं बन रहा था। और 10th क्लास के दोनों मीडियम्स के वीडियो नहीं बन पाए, ना तो हिंदी मीडियम और ना ही इंग्लिश मीडियम। लेकिन एक प्रेशर था मुझ पर कि सर हिंदी मीडियम और इंग्लिश मीडियम दोनों क्लासेस के वीडियो हम लोग के भी बने। तो एक्चुअली मैं सोच रहा हूं कि हिंदी मीडियम इंग्लिश मीडियम दोनों के वीडियो साथ बना दूं, अगर आप लोग को बेहतर लगे तो। और नहीं तो फिर चलिए इंग्लिश मीडियम और हिंदी मीडियम। आज तो बहरहाल मैं इंग्लिश मीडियम के वीडियोस बनाने चल रहा हूं। सो नाउ लेट्स स्टार्ट अब द 10th क्लास इंग्लिश मीडियम फर्स्ट। ओके, सो starting now. First chapter of class 10th English medium physics. The first chapter is optics. This is the name of unit, optics. And in this optics you will study about two things, about reflection of light and refraction of light. These are two topics that we will study in detail in the 10th standard that is needed. And now we start from light. First we know about light. So please see here. So first question, what is light? We will try to understand what is light. Actually, whenever we enter in a dark room means there is no any light. We cannot see anything. Nothing is visible in the dark room. But if we light a candle or on the switch of bulb, everything that available in that room is become visible. And in absence of light, we cannot see anything. If we off all the light sources in this room, we are not able to see this board, these letters, this pen, nothing. And when we on the switch of the bulb or light the candles, we can see anything and everything that's present in this room. So what is the meaning of this happening? The meaning is that light is essential thing to see the object. For vision, the presence of light is essential. It is clear now. We can see the object clearly. Any object, we can see the clearly when the light coming from that object. When the light coming from that object enters in our eyes. Yes. When light coming from this object enter in our eyes, then we can see this object clearly. It may be possible that the light emit from this object. It may be possible. Or the light that enters in our eyes from this object may be reflected from this object. If this is eye and object, we can see this object when light coming from this object enter in our eyes. So this light from where coming? Two possibilities. This light emit from this object, or this light that's enter in our eyes reflected by this object. From anywhere light incident on this object. From anywhere light incident on this object, and this object reflect this light that enters in our eye. So we can see the object clearly. Understood? So light is a form of energy which is needed to see the object around us. Light enables us to see the object. Light enables us to see the object. Which type of object? From which light coming. Light enables us to see the object. Which type of objects? From which lights coming and enter in our eyes. And not always important that lights emit from this object. It may be possible the light coming from the light source incident on this, and this object reflect that light. Okay? Light coming on this object, light coming on this object reflect the light, and this reflected light enters in our eyes, so we see the object. It is all about the light. It is all about the light, that's I tell you. So what is the definition of light? What is the definition of light? Light is an invisible energy. Light, what is the light? Light is an invisible energy which causes in us the sensation of sight. Light is an invisible energy which causes in us the sensation of sight or vision. Okay? There is one word, sensation. What is the meaning of sensation? Acknowledgement to the brain. The meaning of sensation, acknowledgement to the brain of any happening. That is called sensation. When anybody touches our hands, our brain tells us that anybody touching your hand. This is sensation, acknowledgement to the brain. Okay? And now, in the definition, I told you, light is an invisible energy which causes us the sensation of sight. Sir, why? Why light is invisible energy? Why light is invisible energy? What is the reason to say the light is invisible energy? Now see here. So why light is invisible energy? trying to understood. This is object and this is light source. Light source. When light fall on the object, light fall on the object, then we cannot see this path in space. We cannot see this path between light source and object. We cannot see. We see the light source. We see the object. But we cannot see this path between object and light source in space. Actually, light traveling, then incident on the object, but we cannot see this traveled light. So we can say that light is invisible energy. After incidence, light reflected. Then enters in our eyes. Then enters in our eyes. We see these objects. We can see this object, but we cannot see this path between eye and object. So light is invisible energy. We cannot see this light. We only see the object. We see the light source, but we cannot see this path from which light's coming. So we can say light is invisible energy because the path between the light source and object. I am object. Light falls on me. Light incidence on me. But you cannot see the path between me and light source. As well as I am reflected that light that enter in your eyes. So you cannot see, but you cannot see the path between me and your eyes. You can see me. So it is clear now. Light is invisible energy. That you cannot see. Any problem to anybody? If you have any problem to understand this, you can comment in the comment section now. We move on the next topic. Source of light. Source of light. I tell you. Now see and trying to understand about source of light. I want to tell you an interesting matter about the light. Actually, sun is the primary source of light for earth. Sun is the primary source of light for earth. Sir, what is the process? What is the reason due to which sun emits light? Actually, you have to know, sun is a huge ball of hydrogen and other light particles. Very smaller particles. Sun is a huge ball of hydrogen gas. Understood? And this hydrogen gas particles fuses to each other. Fuses to each other by thermonuclear process. By thermonuclear process, and liberate enormous amount of heat and light. On fusing, these hydrogen atom liberate enormous amount of heat and light energy. Enormous amount of heat and light energy. Sir, how? How can it will be possible that fusion of hydrogen atom liberate enormous amount of heat and light? Actually, you have to know that inside the core of the sun, the temperature is 300 million degree centigrade. Great temperature, very, very high temperature, very high temperature. Very high temperature. You cannot think about this temperature. Very strong temperature, and at this temperature, at this highest temperature, the hydrogen atom releases its electrons, and become in nuclear state, only remaining protons in its nucleus. So all other lighter particles, atoms that's contained in the sun, all the atoms release its all electrons and become in the nuclear state. Only nuclear remain. Okay. Only which remaining? Nucleus of atoms. And at this high temperature, these all nucleus of lighter atoms having great kinetic energy. All the nucleus of hydrogen and other lighter atoms, particles, having great kinetic energy. So these are all atoms moving with great velocity. All the lighter atoms nucleus having great velocity at this highest temperature. When I am running, you are running, any other person running, when all the bodies in this room running with mostly highly speed, then they are collide to each other, interact to each other in the presence of heat and tremendous pressure. All the nucleus of lighter atoms running with highest speed. They interact, collide to each other. And sun contains tremendous pressure. On interacting, these nucleus both have positive charge, because nucleus have positive charge. They have to repel each other. They have to repel each other. On the nature of this positive charge, they have to repel each other. But these positive charge nucleus, it should be repel, because same charged particle repels to each other. But at this high temperature, it's have much kinetic energy. So in running state, they collide to each other. And on colliding, they lost the mass. Lost the mass. And according to the Einstein equation, E is equal to mc square. The amount that destroyed mass, that destroyed from that nucleus, releases the energy in the form of the heat and light, an aspect of that mass. The amount of mass that destroyed from the nucleus become in the form of energy. And sun have great amount of light particles in the state of nucleus. And at this high temperature, they takes great velocity, and on moving, they collide to each other. On colliding, they destroy their masses that produced enormous amount of heat and light. So, the reaction, this process that happening in the presence of heat, therm, and possible between the nucleus, and produced enormous amount of energy in the form of heat and light, is called thermonuclear process, because in the presence of heat this will possible. Heat, therm, between the nucleus these interacting possible. So it is called thermonuclear process, in which these hydrogen atoms fuses. After interacting, colliding, they join to each other, and in this fusion, some mass of atoms destroyed and convert into the form of energy in the heat and light. So sun is the primary source of light on the earth that produce enormous amount of heat and light by the process of fusion, F-U-S-I-O-N. Okay, so this is thermonuclear process that possible in the sun. Not only sun, there is other light sources, just like stars, but they are very distant from us. So stars are weak source of light that cannot give us sufficient amount of light. On the earth, bulb, candles, fluorescent tube light, these are all source of light, and sun is the primary source of light. Okay, and now we are about to study the luminous bodies. What is luminous bodies? What is luminous bodies? The bodies which give out their own light energy. The bodies which give out light energy of their own are called luminous bodies. Sun is the luminous body because sun gives out their own light energy. Tube lights are luminous bodies. Stars are luminous bodies because these are all gives their own light energy. Such types of bodies is called luminous bodies. Actually, luminous bodies helps us to see all the other objects that is non-luminous, having no give out their own light energy. This board is non-luminous. It's have no its own light energy. But we can see this with the help of the other luminous bodies. After that, some examples of luminous bodies: sun, stars, glowworms. Somebody says other name of this. This is animal, glowworm. You can search at a Google what is the meaning of glowworm. And some fish. In animals, some fishes are also that give their own light energy. That is also included in luminous sources, luminous bodies. After that, what is non-luminous bodies? Non-luminous bodies. What is non-luminous bodies? The bodies which do not give their light energy, own light energy. The bodies which do not give the light energy of their own. I am a body. I am not emit light of my own. So bodies which do not give light energy of their own, but reflect the light energy falling on them. This board is non-luminous bodies. Cannot emit their light energy, but this board reflects the light that falling on this board. In my room there is much light sources, bulbs, tube lights. When bulbs and tube lights emit the light, that light fall on this board and board reflect that light. But this board have not its own light energy, so it is non-luminous bodies. Maximum thing in the earth and in our room, in our society, that is non-luminous bodies. But we can see all that bodies. Why? Because the light energy produced by the luminous sources falls on them and that reflect that light energy that enters in our eyes. So we can see all the non-luminous bodies. Understood? It is the process by which we can see the non-luminous bodies. I am non-luminous body, you are non-luminous body, all the tables, chairs, all the things are non-luminous bodies. That's have no their own light energy. But when light falls on them, they reflect the light energy that enter in our eyes, so we can see these all object. Okay? General terms pertaining to light energy. Regarding to light energy, relate to light, optics, some important words, which meanings you have to know. First, optical medium. Optical medium. What is optical medium? Anything, material or non-material. Anything, material or non-material. Material means solid, liquid, gas. This is material. Non-material means vacuum. Anything, material or non-material. In material, solid, liquid, gas. Non-material, vacuum. Anything material or non-material, in bracket, through which light energy passes. Through which light energy passes. Let's consider this is a medium. This is a medium. Through which light energy passes. Light energy passes. Wholly or partially. Wholly or partially. Is called optical medium. So what is the optical medium? Anything, material or non-material, from which light energy passes. That means to say after entering comes out. Wholly or partially. Totally or partially is called optical medium. For example, vacuum. Vacuum means there is nothing between me and this wall. Have nothing. Let's consider have nothing. Not air also. But light can come to me from this medium. So that is optical medium. Air. If this is a container fulfilled with air, light can pass from this container in which air contains. Light can pass. So this is optical medium. Okay. All kind of glasses. If this is a glass block, light can passes from this block. So this is also optical medium. Okay. Anybody have any problem? If have any problem, then comment to me. Next, homogeneous optical medium. Homogeneous optical medium. Homogeneous optical medium. What is homogeneous optical medium? An optical medium. You know very well what is optical medium? By which light can pass. If light passed to me from my nose to my backside, enter and pass out. So my khopri is also optical medium. So an optical medium which has a uniform composition throughout. Let's consider this is an optical medium which has uniform composition. That means to say if there is hydrogen, here is hydrogen, then here is also hydrogen. Here is also hydrogen. Here is also hydrogen, nothing other else. If hydrogen plus nitrogen, then here also hydrogen plus nitrogen, here also hydrogen plus nitrogen, here also hydrogen plus nitrogen. But everywhere is same type of composition. This is called homogeneous optical medium. What is homogeneous optical medium? So what will you say? An optical medium which has uniform composition throughout. Everywhere is same type of nature material. That is called homogeneous optical medium. Vacuum, everywhere is condition same. Vacuum, there is nothing anywhere. At any point, nothing. At every point the nature is same. Vacuum, distilled water. Water and only water everywhere. Everywhere, only water. Distilled, pure water. Pure alcohol. Glass. If this is glass, then everywhere is only glass. Nothing, one point. At only one point have gas or liquid. Only glass everywhere. So, throughout uniform composition. That is called homogeneous optical medium. Clear now? Next, heterogeneous optical medium. Heterogeneous optical medium. Heterogeneous optical medium. What is heterogeneous optical medium? An optical medium which has different composition at different points. An optical medium which has different composition. Let's consider, here is hydrogen and vapor. Here only vapor. Here hydrogen plus oxygen plus nitrogen. Different composition at different point. Such type of optical medium is called heterogeneous optical medium. Heterogeneous optical medium. For example, you can say air contains different nature's gases. Mist, fog, smoke. These are all heterogeneous optical medium. Okay? Next word is transparent medium. What is transparent medium? Everybody knows. Water is transparent. Air is transparent. Glass is transparent. But what is the meaning of transparent? An optical medium which allows most of the light energy to pass through it. If this is my hand, it allows to pass. After entering, comes out. Most of light energy. 95%, 95% light energy if this is glass, it allows to pass most of light energy, 95%, 96%, which allows to pass most of light energy. That is called transparent medium. Glass, air, plastic, thin layer of polythene, water, alcohol. Okay? Understood transparent medium meaning? Translucent medium. Next medium. Translucent medium. What is translucent medium? An optical medium which partially allows the light energy to pass through it. Not allows totally light energy to pass through it. An optical medium which partially allows, if coming 100% at this and come out 50%, 60%, 40%. An optical medium which partially in less amount in respect to incident light on it. An optical medium which partially allows the light energy passes through it, partially allows, not totally light energy can pass through it, is called translucent medium. An optical medium which partially allows the light energy passes through it. An optical medium which partially allows the light energy passes through it is called translucent medium. From any if this is translucent medium, my hand is translucent, let's consider if my hand is translucent medium, then we cannot see clearly on the next side of my hand, of my palm. If my palm is translucent medium, then we cannot see clearly the next side of my hand. Clearly we cannot see. Butter paper, oiled paper, a paper that's oily, we cannot see clearly of next side from that. Ground glass, frosted glass, deep water, we cannot see the level of that water, earth, the surface of the earth we cannot see from deep water, because deep water makes a translucent medium. Dust laden air contains with air that's contain dust particle, we cannot see clearly from one place to another place by the air. If there is dust mixed air, we cannot see clearly of at distance, some distance. So dust laden air, these are all translucent medium that partially allows the light energy passes through, not total light energy can pass through such type of medium. And the very last, opaque medium. Yeah, opaque bodies, either you can say opaque bodies. Opaque bodies. What is opaque bodies? Clearly, those bodies which do not allow the light energy to pass through it. The bodies which do not allow the light energy passes through it. This board does not allow the light energy passes through it. Light cannot pass this board and enter in that wall. After that, the next body's room. The bodies which do not allow the light energy passes through it. This board is opaque. My hand is opaque. My head is opaque. My body is opaque, which do not allow the light energy passes through it. Understood? It is all about the mediums. Now, next word, ray of light. Many times we use this word, ray of light. What is the meaning of ray of light? Trying to understand what I am saying. The path along which light energy travels in a given direction. The path along which light energy travels in a given direction. The path along which light energy travels in a given direction is called ray of light. Either definition, an straight line. The straight line drawn in the direction of the propagation of the light. The straight line drawn in the direction of the propagation. Propagation means the direction in which moving. The straight line drawn in the direction of the propagation of light. The straight line drawn in the direction of the propagation of the light is called what? Ray of light. Now we are about to study beam of light. Beam of light. Now, what is beam of light? What is beam of light? A collection or bundle of adjacent rays of light. A collection this is a collection or bundle of adjacent rays of light. Adjacent, actually between two rays have also the rays. Here is also have the rays. Also. Not any one place remaining which have no rays. At every point have rays. Every point. But आप only showing such type. The collection or bundle of adjacent rays is called beam of light. This is also beam of light. Collection or bundle of adjacent rays. These are all beam of light. There is three types of beam of light. Parallel beam, divergent beam and this is convergent beam. Parallel beam, divergent beam, convergent beam, parallel beam, divergent beam, diverge, to spread, convergent beam. What is the definition? When the rays of light travels parallel to each other in the same direction. When the rays of light travels parallel to each other. When the rays of light travels parallel to each other in the same direction. Such a bundle of rays is called parallel beam. When the rays of light originating from a point, when the rays of light originating from a point and travels in different direction, is called divergent beam. What is the convergent beam? When the rays of light coming from different direction and get closer, meet at a point. This type of collection of rays of light or bundle, such type of bundle is called convergent beam. What is the definition once again? When the rays of light travels parallel to each other in the same direction is called parallel beam. When the rays of light originating from a point, all the rays originate from a point and travels in different direction is called divergent beam. And when the rays of light coming from the different direction get closer and meet at a point, is called divergent beam. Dear students, now completed the class of today. We will meet again in next class, in next video. Okay, then we know nature of light. Okay, I will tell you what is the nature of light in next class. Okay, but I want to say to you that inform all your class fellows of 10th standard and say to take the class of 10th English medium physics. Okay, so if you understood the class, comment. And if you have any problem or any topic is not clear, so tell me at my WhatsApp number 9125706588 or in the comment section. Goodbye, take care.